All right, Life Serial aired the next night, October 23rd, 2001. Uh, Something huge happened this day.
No way.
Yeah. How about this? A new product came out on the shelves.
Clearasil.
No, no.
Okay.
What?
I'm thinking about like 2000s products. I don't know.
How about
Acne was
this?
huge in the 2000s.
It was. I went on Accutane.
Accutane. Wow.
Yeah. Um, but no. How about a new product by a company called Apple?
No way.
That's right. This was the day the iPod was released.
Legitimately, this is the
Yes.
day the iPod came out.
Yes.
That might be one of the coolest days we've covered.
How about that?
Were you there? Did you get an iPod like day one?
Absolutely not. I was anti iPod when it first happened. I was like,
Whoa.
I like CDs. I'm gonna listen to my CDs. And then when I was in college, my freshman year of college, my friend Eugene, he was working as a genius at the Apple store. And so he was able to get a real good discount on an iPod. He was like, I'll let you use my discount, and for Christmas, I'll pay for half of it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's like a huge luxury. Working at Apple like in the early 2000s, that's crazy.
I know. I know.
And
It was
having a
great.
friend there is so.
You
And then Ross
just
Beck, meanwhile, is just ripping shit, putting it on
It's
the
true.
internet.
It's a
You,
good point.
you don't even know what's going on. Meanwhile, over in Rossland, wherever Ross
That's
is.
true,
Where's Ross
man.
from? Do we know? Where's Ross doing this from? I don't know.
Uh, I feel like one of the Carolinas. I might be making that
Really?
up.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So that was a big day. iPod.
Hmm.
A couple big album releases. Well, really just one big album release and one album that I bought. Incubus came out with Morning View. That was a big record at the time. It had Wish You Were Here. I always thought it was bold of them to release a single called Wish You Were Here because everyone knows that Pink Floyd song.
No, I didn't. So would
All
have worked
right.
on me.
Great. And
I don't know
also
Pink
had
Floyd. I can't tell you one song.
really
Not
not even like another
one.
brick in the wall.
Nope. Couldn't tell you the singer. Couldn't tell you a thing about him.
Jesus,
I know. I know.
that's crazy to me, man. That's like a girl I work with recently who's younger asked me who's the most famous person I've ever met, and I said Bruce Springsteen, and she didn't know who that was.
No, I know who Bruce Springsteen is at least.
I'm
He
just
was the lead singer
saying.
of Pink Floyd. No.
Anyway,
They have a cool
that
logo. I know that about them.
Pink Floyd.
Yeah, it's like the rainbow triangle
Well,
thing.
that's just one of their albums. That's Dark Side of the Moon.
Well, that's what I think of when I think of them. So
Okay, great. Well, I mean, that's a good Incubus record, probably their best work.
mhm.
Anyway, after that, the same day, the Bush, that's what I bought. I was there at the record store that day buying the new Bush album, Golden State. That's their fourth album. And they broke up for a while after that
Damn.
and never came back together with the same lineup, I don't think. So that was the end of an era.
What is the Golden State?
I think it's California, isn't it?
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah,
But I
but
think that's called like something else,
it
isn't
was
it?
more like a metaphor, though, like a golden state. Like he was doing well at that point. He was married to Gwen Stefani. He hadn't
Wow.
cheated on her yet.
So right now you're telling me Blake Shelton is in a Golden State
It could be, yeah.
because he's married to Gwen Stefani?
That's right. That's the most golden state you could be in.
Apparently.
Hmm. All right. Let's uh let's hear your thoughts on Life Serial. This oh well the it was co-written, by the way, the second episode in a row with co-writers. And one of them being Jane Espenson. She wrote Flooded with Doug Petrie. Here she collaborates with David Fury. And we've got Nick Mark directing. I feel like you're a fan of Nick Mark.
Well, I think I like his name more than anything. It's such a fun
No,
name.
no, but listen to some of the episodes he directed. We got some personal faves of yours.
Okay.
Fool for Love.
Yep.
All right. He jumped over that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And the Angel episode, The Ring.
Okay. Yeah, I do enjoy really all the three. That's
Yeah.
only three though?
No, he also the only other one is Something Blue on Buffy. He did that one too.
That Christmas?
No, that's the
Oh, that's a
one
men's.
where like Willow, like anything she says comes true. And so like Buffy and
Buffy
Spike
and
think they're
Spike.
married.
Of
Yeah,
course. Is that before Pangs or after Pangs?
it's the one right after Pangs.
Right after Pangs. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I do remember that one. So yeah, I do like Nick Mark. I'm a fan.
yeah. So here he is again, Life Serial, and you liked this episode too.
It's my least favorite of all the ones you've said, actually.
Ooh, listen to this guy.
You don't think so?
Life Serial?
Yeah.
I think I prefer it to Something Blue.
See, that's the one I would it's close to that one.
Hmm.
I don't
Probably
know.
prefer it to The Ring too, if I'm being honest.
Oh, come on. Get out of here.
All right, let's hear your thoughts on Life Serial.
All right, life cereal. Buffy has fried chicken.
That's true.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants to eat it though because they already ate.
She returns from her meeting with Angel with fried chicken. I mean, that's pretty good.
That's right. And Willow's excited because she's a breast girl, but Tara already knew that.
You
And
like that?
Giles gives a funny look, like, "Oh, I did not need to hear that at the dinner table. That was not necessary right now." And yeah, Buffy doesn't really want to talk about Angel all that much, and she says that she's gonna go to classes with Willow and Tara.
Yeah, she's gonna audit some classes.
Yeah, well, I don't really know what that means when it comes to
It
classes.
means when you're like not on the roll call, but you can like show up and still go to the class.
Seems dumb, right?
Yeah.
Like you're
I
not
mean,
getting any credit for it.
I know. I know.
You're just going.
I don't really understand it either. I knew people that did this in college though.
So we got Jonathan with Warren and Andrew, right?
Yeah,
Those three
we're
guys.
still dealing with these fellas.
Yeah. So we have a van and we have cameras. We're gonna spy on Buffy. And Andrew decides he's gonna paint the Death Star on the side of the van.
Right, but the revised Death Star from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. And who was it? Was it Jonathan that said like that's the worst Death Star? But
He says it's flawed. It's a flawed.
flawed. But
Yeah,
wasn't the first one flawed? Like literally, it was so flawed. All they
they
had to do was
both
shoot the
were.
thing
I
through.
know it's true. No one should be using the Death Star as a model for great architecture.
Exactly. But Jonathan's argument being like the revised one was flawed, I thought was so stupid because the original one was so flawed they just blew it up. Like, what are you talking about? The revised one was flawed. I didn't like that. But
Okay.
anyways, so we go to the credits, we come back, and we go to class, and we learn the teacher is named Mike. We don't call him by his first name. We just call him Mike.
Did you recognize this guy?
Wait, I did. I forgot to
Because
IMDb him. I th-
I IMDb'd him and saw that he was in 55 episodes of Drake and Josh.
yeah, he was the dad from Drake and Josh.
Okay,
I meant to look up the
were you
actor.
excited about that?
I was actually, yeah. Who is that actor though?
I don't know. I
Yeah, I
figured you
forgot.
knew him.
Well, I only know him from Drake and Josh, but yeah, he's the dad in Drake and Josh. But yeah, but it was cool. He had like a lot more hair here. It was like kind of cool. Um, I mean, he's not balding in that show, but he had longer hair. I felt here. But anyway, so he's cool, and we learned that everyone's like real smart, talking big sentences, and Buffy feels dumb because everyone's so much smarter
He's
than
out of
she is.
practice. She hasn't had a class in a while.
Yeah,
She had to drop all her classes that last semester.
yeah. It was pretty sad. She's like, yeah, I had to drop him when mom got sick, and it's like, oh yeah, then she died. Yeah, you're right. Pretty sad. And so Andrew goes in the hallway. Was it Andrew? I don't
No,
remember.
it was Warren.
It was Warren. Yeah, you're right about that. Warren is walking through the hallway and he bumps into Buffy and puts a little tracker. What is that? A camera or a tracker or audio? I forgot what that was.
Well, it was a device to make this thing happen. And I liked that Willow called him Rudo.
What was that?
It was just a way of calling him rude
Oh, I thought okay,
for
yeah,
bumping into her.
yeah, a little Buffy word, yeah. And so we go Buffy. There's like a part where Tara, great SpongeBob reference. You like this?
I mean, no, but I'm sure you did.
She's like, yeah, me and Willa watch SpongeBob all the time. And that was pretty fun.
Did that
And
have anything to do with anything?
I think it's just a line to show like Buffy's like zoning out. She doesn't really hear what Tara's saying,
Man.
right? Something like that. I don't know. And then what happens? I don't know. Buffy starts going crazy or something.
Well, the time starts moving fast for her, like speeding up in like fits and starts. and so she keeps like missing shit.
Yeah.
I guess to like the people around her, it just looks like she's zoning out. But
Yeah.
like for her, she's like missing chunks of time.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty weird. But Buffy basically gets a job with Xander working construction because she doesn't want to work at the Magic Box. And that one guy says, "Don't break a nail," and another guy says, "Yeah, princess, don't break a nail." They're like doing that type of stuff with her, but
Wait, we're
really,
already at the construction site?
right?
I mean, you didn't do anything with the Warren's whole plan. Like,
I
and then
think I
they
just put that
graded
together. I think
him.
I put all that together in the next scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But anyway, yeah, this did you notice who was on the construction site?
I don't think so.
How about Hector from the Fast and the Furious films?
Really, Hector was
Yeah,
there.
yeah. He was the one who was like nice to Buffy at first, but then like he was unwilling to go along with her story about demons.
Right. That was a weird turn though, because what did they see? You know?
I think people in Sunnydale are just really good at deluding themselves.
Yeah, I was like, they saw a bunch of fighting. What do they think Buffy was fighting? Did they not
Well,
see? Well,
the one guy got knocked out, the main guy, the main construction guy. So
he thinks
he
Buffy knocked
was
her out,
yeah, he
him
like
out.
basically all he saw was like Buffy like threw him out of the way and he hit his head on the wall.
So he thinks he got attacked by Buffy.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
everyone else, I don't.
By
I
the
didn't
way, I
understand.
looked up that actor too, the main construction guy, and he was in Saw.
No
And I was
way.
like, there are only like three people in that movie.
Who was it?
I don't know.
What are we talking about? Buffy. I'm gonna look at the cast.
Paul Gutrecht is the actor's name. I just found him in Saw.
He played Mark in Saw.
Yeah, who the fuck's that?
Who is Mark in Saw?
I don't know. We'll have to look for him next time because like I'm looking at the cast of Saw and he's like the only actor I don't know.
He must be like the guy. I know Amanda had when she has the reverse bear trap on her head, she has to cut something out of this guy. It might be him.
Oh, could
He's like
be.
he's like the only guy that like I don't know. That's just a random guy.
Yeah,
They're like you have
that's
to
interesting.
cut it out of his eye or whatever. It's probably him. I don't know. But so where'd we get to? Oh, construction. Anything there? All right, so we get then we go to the nerds, and what was this the thing? Andrew had like a dog whistle type thing that he was using to get those guys.
It was like a Peruvian pan flute.
Wow, is that really what it was called? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Speaking of Drake and Josh, when I hear the word Peruvian, I think of a Drake and Josh episode where the thing about Drake and Josh is they have a little Drake and Josh are stepbrothers. Did you know that?
I don't think I did.
So they're Drake's mom marries Josh's dad, I believe is what it is. And then Josh has a little sister, Megan. I want to say that's the how it happens. I think it's Josh's sister, not Drake's sister. But Megan is Miranda Cosgrove, okay? iCarly. You know
Oh
her?
wow, sure, of course I do.
And but she's evil in Drake and Josh. Like she's like the evil little sister. And anytime something goes wrong, they're like, "Oh no, how did this happen?" They're like, "Megan." They always know like it's Megan that
Oh,
did
it's
it.
like Ferguson on Clarissa Explains It All.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime it's Megan. And there's one episode where Drake and Josh are trying to make a chili. They're trying to like enter a chili contest. Okay. But Megan enters the chili contest. All right. And Megan she uses this special ingredient called the Peruvian puff pepper. Okay. And Drake and Josh taste Megan's chili and they're like, oh my God, this is such a good chili. What are her ingredients? And they realize she uses the Peruvian puff pepper. All right. So they start using the Peruvian puff pepper in their chili. And what happened is Megan learned the Peruvian puff pepper was illegal. So she set them up so that they would start using it. And then in the real contest, she didn't enter with that chili. She entered with a different
Wow,
chili.
what an
So it was a
asshole.
complete setup. They used the Peruvian puff pepper and lost. And then Megan wins the contest. Sorry to spoil that episode. But shout out to Megan and the Peruvian puff pepper. All right, there we go. There's Peruvian. I don't even know how I got on the Peruvian thing.
Because it was a Peruvian pan flute, and
Oh yeah,
that's the only
there we
way
go.
you know Peru, apparently.
Exactly. No, Peruvian. The word Peruvian. I know
Yeah,
Peru, but when I hear
but that's all
Peruvian,
that means. Is someone from Peru.
I know, but I don't hear Peruvian that much. So when I hear the word Peruvian, that's what I think of. When I hear
Okay.
Peru, I don't think of the Peruvian puff pepper. But when I hear Peruvian, I think of it. You know. Anyway, so Buffy starts fighting all these guys. Did you catch this? She does gymnastics. Like she starts using those bars to like kick them.
Yeah.
And I imagine like were people upset about this? The way they were like the Lost World thing, like there's gymnastics to beat the dinosaurs. Were people complaining about this ever? Like she used gymnastics.
No, no, because like Buffy just uses whatever around. The thing that people didn't like about the Lost World thing was that like they had set it up early in the movie, like she does
What
gymnastics,
do they
and then
want?
they
Them to not set it up?
no, I think they just don't want her to defeat a raptor.
Why? I honestly I never had a problem with that. I thought that was a fun sequence. I think it's funly directed and shot, and she does a good job. She has like delivers a line.
Funly.
Yeah, funly. I don't know what else to say. It was funly directed. Steve does a great job, and the actor is good too. She like delivers a line afterward, like yeah. I don't know what she said,
Yeah.
but it was cool. I remember like I kind of popped the first time I saw it. I
All
don't know.
right. Well, you were probably a tiny child.
Well, the first time I saw it, I haven't seen that movie in a long time too. I feel like I don't like it as much. I think it's just because I like three so much. But anyway, so we Buffy uses the skyjack to kill one. I thought that was a
Yeah.
cool death.
I you know what I liked about these guys?
What?
When she kills them, they like turn into mush or whatever. I
Ooh, I
I
didn't like
thought
that.
it was a terrible effect, but I like that afterwards they left a little puddle.
They left a little puddle. It was
Yeah.
really gross. It was like it was such a weird decision because we haven't really had that type of effect before. I wonder why these guys do it and why they decided to do that because it doesn't look good.
It's so that they're gone when like she can't like point to their dead bodies and go like, "Look, I protected you."
Right. But we see vampires turn into like dust and shit all the
Yeah,
time. They don't look
yeah.
this bad.
This was like a different version of it, and it looked bad. It
But it was a
actually
fun idea.
reminded me a lot of Power Rangers, like the way they beat the putties.
I have no idea. Not a Power
Oh my
Rangers
god,
fan.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if you know, people out there know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure that they do. And so Xander shows back up and he is what is he like did this happen at I don't remember where this was. Oh, I think what happened here is I conflated scene. I like put things a lot out of order here. And basically Xander comes back to the construction and he like tells Buffy like, "Hey, talk to Giles about killing vampires. Maybe this isn't cut out for you." And she's like, "Am I being fired?" And he's like, "Yeah, you are being fired."
Yeah,
So that's what happens there. And then Buffy goes and gets a job at the magic box. That's what happens next, right?
yeah.
And Anya teaches her all the tricks and tips and tricks of the magic box, how to do retail. And there's like a guy, she starts reliving all this stuff. A guy comes in asking
This is
for
Jonathan. Like basically the whole episode. It's called Life Serial, which is like a reference to Life Serial, and it's also like about like her trying to figure out what she's doing in life. But I also think that it's called that because the episode is rather disconnected in that it's just the three nerds all like enacting a plan on Buffy that don't connect with one another at all. It's just like a contest between them. So like the time segment is Warren's and the demon thing is Andrew's and now this is Jonathan's.
well, isn't Jonathan the actual like demon that comes out later?
Yeah, but that's just like a ruse. Like this is like his entrant to this contest.
Yeah, I don't really know what the contest is though. Like who
It's
can
just who
scare
could
her the
fuck with Buff.
most?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out more. It didn't totally land for me. It was fine. But anyway, so yeah, a guy needs a candle that'll get him laid or whatever, basically. And a woman's asking for I forget what they're asking for.
A mummy hand. God
Oh
damn, it's
yeah,
like you didn't watch this episode.
yeah. Well, I don't know. There was a lot going on. Buffy, yeah. So, but yeah, mummy hand, and she's like, "What about a daddy hand?" That was pretty funny, actually. Right? Great joke
Sure.
there. And yeah, she just starts going through it a whole bunch of times. And then Buffy's like, I'm gonna go home. She takes off her name tag that says, "Hi, my name is Buffy."
It's a great sequence. This whole thing you just skip through the entire thing.
Well, it's just deja vu.
Yeah, I know, but like I like all the shit she goes through where like she starts to like lose patience with it and like yell at them and she like stabs the hand. At one point we cut back to like the nerds and they do the dead parrot sketch from Monty Python, which I've referenced before and you've never seen. But he goes, you know, what we have is a dead mummy hand. It's a
Yeah.
cease to be. It's it's good.
It was all right. It was fine. It was fine. I was just like,
That's the best part of the episode to me.
I honestly just wanted something to happen. I feel like nothing's happened this season.
All right.
I don't know. But then so we go Spike and Buffy. Buffy's hanging out with Spike, her best friend. They're drinking alcohol basically, and where
Oh yeah,
I feel like they start
the
drinking somewhere, and then they go to an actual bar.
yeah, they're at his crypt.
They're
And
pre-gaming. Is that what they call it?
yeah, I guess so. I liked the noise Buffy made every time she took a shot.
What was that noise?
Ah.
I thought you were gonna say "gur arg." That'd be funny
No, it
noise.
was super cute.
Ah, she did that.
Yeah. Ah.
So yeah, that's fun. And then yeah, Spike takes her to a bar where he plays poker with these guys, but not ordinary poker, not for money or chips or whatever you may play for. They play for kittens. They pull out kittens, put them in a basket. That's what they play
Yeah.
for. Pretty good stuff.
Meet a character here that's gonna come back a number of times.
Really? Did we learn a name?
No, we don't. He's credited in this episode as Loose Skinned Demon, but we will eventually find out his name is Clem.
All right. Excited to meet Clem. I like that
Yeah.
name. Clem. Short. What's it short for? Clementine?
I don't know. We just
Uh,
call him Clem.
all right. So that's a fun scene there. And then Buffy, basically, she there's like does the demon show up in the bar?
No, they go outside and she sees the van and she's like, I've seen that fucking van before. It was at
Right.
the
And then the
construct.
demon like meets her in this on the road.
Right, right.
And then
As like
he
it's so the van can take off. It's diversion.
right, and he throws another diversion. He throws a smoke bomb and then runs off. And they're like, oh, I
Yeah,
guess he disappeared. And then we learn that demon was Jonathan. Oh my
yeah.
god. I had no idea. What was the part where they talked about James Bond? Did we skip that part?
Yes, you skipped a lot of parts of this episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like it was out of order. I wasn't really following it. Yeah, we talk
That
about Bond. So Warren, his favorite Bond is Sean Connery. All right.
that's right.
Jonathan prefers Roger Moore, and Andrew likes Timothy Dalton.
Right. And they all just sort of shit on him for liking Timothy Dalton.
I didn't know that
But
was such a bad thing. I like Timothy Dalton.
I do too.
I don't
But
know his Bonds, but I like him as an actor.
and Warren thinks that you can't choose Roger Moore because Moonraker is inexcusable.
Inexcusable. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
Whoa, good one. Warren, he used the R word.
He does.
I forgot what was that was about, but he does. He says something was
It's something about
R word.
Moonraker. He goes, the Moonraker's retarded. Yeah, the bird like does a double take at one point in that movie.
Really, the bird does?
Yeah, there's a thing where like a plane flies by a bird and you see a bird do a double take. It's a terrible
What?
shot. Yeah.
That's like an early like Harry Potter. I feel like in early Harry Potters we're constantly doing like Hedwig double takes. Hedwig's doing
Yeah,
funny
yeah, shit like
reactions.
that. Yeah.
Or what's Ron's owl? He has a dumb owl.
Scabbers? No, that's his
No, that's
rat.
Hey Siri, what was Ron Weasley's owl named? He had like a dumb fucking owl.
I
Come
don't
on,
remember.
Siri. No, Siri doesn't know. But all right, so we go and they're excited to watch porn. Also,
Yeah, that's right. They found
pigwidgeon,
porn.
pigwidgeon.
Good job. Good job. Big
Siri actually
witchin'.
knew it. She pulled it. Yeah. So Buffy talks to Giles. She's like, "Yeah, Giles, I suck at everything," and he's like, "Oh no, you don't. You're great at everything." And he gives her a check from work, and she's so grateful. And here's my thing.
It's not a check from work.
Oh, that wasn't a check from work.
She worked for like 5 minutes.
That was my thing. Like how she seems so grateful. It's like you must have got like at most like $40. What are you talking about?
No, no. He gives her a check for 10 grand.
For what? How'd he get that?
It's
Just
just
to give
his
it to her?
own money. Yeah.
Okay, just to help her out. Okay.
Mhm.
And yeah, she's very grateful, obviously. She says, she compares him to a mom. And he says, I'd rather be your nice uncle or whatever he says.
Yeah.
Uh, so that was pretty cool. And then Buffy, she says, it's great knowing Giles that you're always going to be here. That makes me feel so safe.
Yeah.
And
Giles is
then,
like, e.
oh no, she doesn't realize. Yeah, so I guess we'll find out what's up there. Giles obviously isn't a regular, as we know in the opening credits. So,
Hmm.
but he's been here the last couple episodes. But we'll see. I don't feel good about it. But I forgot to put up the questions. I realized that right before we started. I was like, oh
Oh, good.
shit.
Yeah, that's why we don't have from Josh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Josh.
Yeah, Josh, let us know next week what you thought of these episodes too.
Yeah, please. I felt bad, but I was like, oh, it's probably too late. We probably could have let him sit there while we recorded. I guess see if anything came. But so that's Buffy. Oh, ranking. I'll give it a 3. Well,
I like this episode significantly more than you
you
do.
definitely do. But do you like it that
Yeah.
much? Like it's a
Um.
4?
No, I still think it's probably a 3, but I do think like this is the episode. Like I really don't like the one before this, and this is the episode that like sells me on the three of them a little bit.
On the 3 of them?
You know, the trio.
Oh, the bad guys. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say honestly, I think I'm gonna go between bargaining part 1 and Goodbye Iowa. 83.
All right. I like it more than
Higher than
those.
last week, though. A couple higher than last week.
Where's I don't know. Like where do I have bargaining? Read me up from there.
Up from there,
Yeah.
phases, something blue, the weight of the world, spiral. Come on, spiral.
No, keep wait, what's after Spiral?
A new man is above spiral,
All
then
right. I
family.
like this then. Then put it between Spiral and the weight of the world.
Better than the weight of the world. Really?
Yeah.
Where she's like at the bookshelf, that one?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's just
Eh.
one better. Jeez. This one to me, I really like the sequence with the mummy hand. That makes this whole episode for me.
Yeah. That's fine. It is good. I kind of like didn't know what to say through it, but it's good to watch, I guess. So you have it at 64 and I ended up putting it at 83. That's quite the difference. 19 spots.
Yeah.
I don't like that, but it's the way it went. MVP, LVP. My MVP is not no barely any Willow this episode, right?
Not enough Willow for you?
Just the breast line, really. That's
I
really
guess
it.
so. Don't worry about it. She'll be back.
I assume
Um,
season seems to be about her a little bit. So yeah, MVP. I'm gonna go with Buffy. What about you?
yeah, I'll also yeah, she's really good in a couple sequences here and funny too, which she hasn't gotten to do a lot this season yet.
True. This is
Um,
probably the most she's had to do so
yeah.
far. And LVP.
LVP, who you got?
I don't want to go just someone insignificant like one of the
I'm
construction guys or
no,
whatever.
I'm going with the main construction guy. I really don't like that guy.
Which one was he?
The
Paul
dude that was in
or
Saw.
yeah, Paul Guthrie. Tony. He played Tony.
Yeah,
By the way, the guy from Drake and Josh, his name is Jonathan Goldstein. I feel like that's a name I've heard. Is there another
uh,
person named Jonathan Goldstein?
I think it's just a Jewish name.
Maybe it's just yeah. Uh, I'm gonna go.
I like the woman she helps with the mummy hand. That actress's name is Winsome Brown.
Wow,
How about
great
that
name.
name? Yeah.
Don't click on Tara. Literally, don't click on the Tara actor Amber Benson
Why?
because I saw her in something recently, and I don't want you to know what I saw her in because it was a surprise to me when I saw her. But
Really?
it was very cool when I saw her in something.
Wow.
Don't click on her
Okay.
though because you'll know what
All
I'm talking
right.
about.
All right. I won't.
But people that do know what I'm talking about, I'm sure they also were
You popped hard for Tara?
possibly.
Was it something recent or something old you watched?
I don't want to say, but it's something I
Oh,
saw recently.
okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say. But anyway, so I don't know who to go for LVP. I guess I'll go with Andrew.
Andrew, this is the second week in a row you're going with Andrew.
I don't
Andrew's
like Andrew.
funny.
I don't like Andrew.
Jeez.
I don't like him. Sorry. So there we go. Life cereal. What do we do now? You tell me what's next, I guess.
Yeah. Next up, it's another Angel and then Buffy.
I don't like this order. I
You
like
don't
Buffy, then
have to.
Angel.
If you want to watch in that order, you can.
No, I
Like
gotta
they're
watch them
not
in
really
order.
interacting.
I don't care.
All right. Angel next week is called Billy.
Billy,
Yeah.
that's the name of the puppet from Saw. So I'm gonna guess something about that. Angel creates Billy the puppet from
Now
Saw.
Billy's the guy he broke out of that fire prison a few weeks back.
Oh shit, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. I like that.
And Buffy next week is called All the Way.
Oh my god. Tara and Willow are gonna go all the way.
I'm pretty sure they have.
Yeah, they probably have. But now with no protection.
Wow.
What do lesbians use as protection?
I don't think they need to.
They don't use any protection.
No, they're just tonguing each other
And yeah, tonguing each other.
and scissoring.
There are no like finger condoms. Isn't that a thing?
Finger condoms. What?
I feel like I've heard of that
What? I'm gonna
before.
get an STD on my finger?
I don't know. I don't know what it's all about. But I don't know how to be a lesbian. You do? Why are you acting like you know what it's about? You know the
Oh,
whole
I'm a
thing.
fucking expert, bro.
You probably are. No, you're not. You don't even watch lesbian. You don't even like lesbians.
That's a good point. I don't watch lesbian porn.
Yeah, you hate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, let's end
So
the
I don't really
episode.
know how it works.
I'm sure
All
you know
right.
how it works.
I guess. All
Anyway.
right. So next week, Billy and All the Way. Uh
Wait, oh, I bet Anya and Xander tell everyone about them getting engaged.
oh, okay.
They didn't
I
even talk
like
about
that
that this week.
theory. No, it didn't even come up. Not a lot of Anya this week. Well, there was the
It is a
magic
little bit.
box stuff, I guess.